become a werewolf in this game if you have Blood Moon installed. I have the disc somewhere. I'm meaning to install those Blood Moon and Tribunal. I actually don't like going like to Solstheim or Mournhold, so it would probably there's a few extra items it adds like a couple of enemies to the normal game. Plus, then I can install the graphic unlocker. Morrowind is really made to run on computers made in the year 2000, when graphics cards, unless you had a Voodoo, they just sucked. If you had a Voodoo, it was amazing, mind you. But this sort of assumed that computers would keep getting stronger and stronger processors, and graphics cards would continue growing at the same rate they always had. That in mind, it unloads just about everything you do is done with the processor, and in addition it has no provisions for multi-core, because in the year 2000 there were no multi-core processors. It was all looking, like it would shit. Saran. We're close, we'll just walk. No, we're not close, god damn it. Yeah. It's made for computers that are from the year, 2000. And in the year 2000, you had single cores, and unless you had a 3DFX Voodoo card, you just had a terrible graphics card, pretty much. And so, all the processing, all the graphics are done by the processor, and they're done by a single core of the processor. And on my desktop, even though it has 6 cores, but it's also a 3.4 gigahertz, and in addition each core is actually kind of, it's like 1.5 cores, so in fact my desktop can run this very well. But, like if you got well, pretty much all computers, unless you could run everything well on one core, Morrowind runs poorly. But they made this program that's the graphical unlocker, and the graphical unlocker there we go. I'm not going to be a vampire today. The graphical unlocker just puts all the code for graphics onto the graphics card instead of the processor, and it also allows multiple processor threads to be used. Doesn't make any provisions for SLI or Crossfire, but this game doesn't really need that. What it needs is just the graphics card to do graphics. And with that, this is the draw distance turned up to its max. You're a sleeper, ain't you? Nope. But with the graphics card, sick. A fever. I hear the devil in my head. It makes so I can't focus on things or just ramble. I miss those days, though. In the year 2000. No, in the year 1980. I've built a couple computers that are just totally unique. I didn't build them like I build most computers, where I buy, a processor and a motherboard. I built it by buying a piece of perf board and literally soldering on all the chips, nothing pre-assembled. I built a couple of those, one of which it was supposed to be actually like a sort of graphical. It doesn't work. I don't have. God damn it! Hello, sleeper. Goodbye. No, let's talk to the sleeper. Don't talk about the 6th house. But yeah, I built one that was supposed to be semi-graphical. It was supposed to run at like, I think it was like 32 by 32 pixels for the graphics, but I actually have some. That one doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong. It just sort of acts completely dead, but I know the processors, all the pieces, well, most of the pieces. I'm supposed to go to the Mages Guild for this, aren't I? Most of the pieces check out okay, but when they're all hooked together, it doesn't advance the address or anything. It just acts like it's completely dead. So I just don't have the energy to troubleshoot the circuit, all the many circuits I put into it. The other one is nice and simple. It outputs information in a row of LEDs that are binary, It works. I have no provisions for storing programs, but it does work. It was the kind of computer that you could build in 1980 and get programs for from other people. Okay, there we go. Oh. She's blowing my nose, but she seems pretty, shifty when I mention necromancers. I'll bet she is one secretly. I'll bet that sounded disgusting. Didn't think that orcs really belonged in the Mages Guild anyway, but I don't know. I know that the elves would never be necromancers, or so they say. I think in Oblivion there were some Dunmer necromancers, but where are we doing? Yeah, see, she is a necromancer. Okay, couple things to do. We're getting a little sidetracked, but we're generally moving down the right path. Just click all these. You could pause it and read it right about now. Just clicking through again. Let's see, where's the Telvanni Bug Musk? Grab one of those. Drink it. Save now. Gonna try and get her to teach me necromancy. Although I'm pretty sure there are no necromancy spells. Okay, let's bribe her. Let's bribe the shit out of her. Oh, you're so bribed. Well, that was a waste of time and money. Let's... Yeah, I'm abusing saves. I'm just evil like that. Oh, and my computer's overheating. I've yet to see a laptop built that actually could survive being used just sitting on your lap. Right now, my laptop's sitting on a pile of books, and it still overheats even though I'm giving it so much clearance everywhere. I want to learn some necromancy, dude. Spell making. I have no way of making spells, apparently. Spells. What kind of spell would I like? Feather's good. Any feather? Feather. What about feather? Feather's a useful spell. You'll notice in this game that there are almost no constant effect items, just because they are so powerful. When you find them, it's really something.